Everything seemed manageable, and I figured my first year wouldn't be too bad. But then it happened. Hello, it's me, your boy, Midori. I got a little something I wanted to tell you guys about today. A little story. Pretty humiliating story, to be honest. But hey, we gotta get to know each other, right? So, this story takes place in high school, of course. And let me tell you something real quick. If you're going to high school in the next year or so, it is my job to tell you that high school is nothing to be afraid of, and that you'll actually love it. But that's a lie. You have every right to be afraid. In fact, you need to be afraid. Because there is nothing you can do that won't make your first year dreadful and horrifying. Unless you're just some type of famous super social person that everyone loves and wants to hang out with. But you're not. You're watching me. I love you too. Now back to the story. I happen to be one of those unlucky people that suffer their first year of high school. And it wasn't a suffer as far as grades or anything, because I was an AB student, okay? Don't get it twisted, your boy ain't dumb. But I was a super introvert back then. And I didn't like talking to new people. I had a couple friends that I knew that went to my middle school, but I wasn't really cool with them to just hop on the...
Yo, bro, remember that one time I gave you gum? No? Okay, fine, that's fine. I don't either.
However, I did have like two super close friends that we'll call JR and JB. These were my pals, man. My dudes, my 1, 2, 3, you feel me? We were like a trio. I'm talking Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. We're still super close to this day, but, you know, college. Now I know you guys may be thinking,
Midori, you had friends, you should have been fine, right?
because in most high schools in America, you have 7 different classes, with each class having different sets of people. And me coming from a K through 8 school, where I had the same group of people in my class for over 6 years, I didn't like that. So out of all my 7 classes, I only had one class with one of my super buddies. That was my last class, JR. Which means I had to go through 6 other classes with different groups of students, each and every time. Now don't get me wrong, I did manage to make a couple new friends in like 2 or 3 other classes. But in some other ones, I was the kid in the back, ready to attack. Apart from that, I wasn't really upset with the way things were. I had a few classes with friends, and when it came to lunch, I was lucky enough to have both JR and JB in the same lunch session as me. Everything seemed manageable, and I figured my first year wouldn't be too bad. But then it happened. My goofy school thought it was a good idea to throw in what they call B-Week. Now, if you don't know what a B-Week is, it's basically when you have 4 classes a day, meaning there's an extra one added, and each class is like an hour and a half / 2 hours long. So I was like, okay, I got this. Just gotta be the kid in the back a little longer, but that's fine, nothing to worry about, right? Because on B-Week, there's even and odd days. And on odd days, I have the same lunch session as a normal week. But on even days, I have a completely new lunch session without any of my super buddies. That's great. That's awesome. That is amazing. And not only did I not see any of my buddies in that lunch session, I didn't know a single person in that lunch session. And me, being the little freshman I was, would have to sit alone. But there were so many students, and basically everyone was in their own little group, so sitting alone would make me stand out. Which, being a little introvert and all, I hate that. Plus, one of my crushes was in that session. So that was a no. Big fat N with a 0 behind it. So you know what I did? I said, you know what? Who needs lunch, right? I can skip this. This is fine. It's nothing to stress about. Yet my stomach said, therefore, I had to make a decision on what I should do. And the decision I made was, eat in the bathroom?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I really chose a bathroom over sitting alone in public.
What a loser.
A few moments later.
You would do it too, right? And it's not like I was caught by anyone or anything, like...
Oh no.
But it was still embarrassing because, like, what? I thought that this only happened in movies, so it took me a minute, but then I realized... Bruh, what am I doing? Did I really just eat school lunch in a bathroom? Did I become so worried about what others think that I decided to do something so shameful? So mortifying? No, not like this. I'm better than this. I picked up my tray, and I looked into the mirror and told myself, from this day forward, I will eat at the cafeteria, even if I am alone, because your life isn't yours if you always care what others think. So I walked out the bathroom with confidence, ready to change my morals and goals.
Just to walk into my crush.
I love you.
So, yeah, that's the story of how I had to eat lunch in my school bathroom. But honestly, I'm glad I could tell you guys this because it lets me become more comfortable around you. And two, it should show you that you never know what others may go through just because they fear being alone or laughed at. So, if you ever see someone sitting by themselves, maybe stop by and say hey. It may make their day. You never know. You might just make a new best friend. And for my people going to high school, don't be afraid. Just try your hardest to make the best of it. You know it should get better over time. Because it'll all be over before you know it. Nothing lasts forever. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please feel free to break that like button. New merch coming soon, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Midori out.